Truth is truth, even if no one believes it, and a lie is a lie, even if everyone believes it. Similar to the socialist theories you learned in college that do not work in the real world, neither does society's template of just get a degree and your life is set. Why the academia drivel? Because it's okay to deviate from the dominant narrative when it constitutes flawed logic. This tendency to mold individuals into common conformist patterns can leave detrimental, lifelong effects, and also because if you cannot define the problem, you can't solve it. You see, everything is by design to keep you very busy with work life, family life, bill paying, schooling, politics, media narratives, Hollywood, and other frivolous current event topics. Why this labyrinthine tapestry of convoluted complexities and idolatry? Because occupied minds pose little threat for the elite's status quo, thus leaving precious little free time to discover that much of what you have been taught was wrong. Misinformation plus incrementalism equals propaganda. Between the average 15 years of brainwashing from government schools and the 50 straight years of nightly primetime TV news indoctrination, cognitive dissonance becomes a certainty. This is by design. I would harbor a guess that you have never heard or read the above historically relevant Ben Franklin quote. This too is also by design, as this additional quote affirms. The future is ultimately uncertain no matter how much information one has. But it is you who is on your own personal trek of discovery. It is you who is responsible for your own actions as well as inactions. Maintaining sanity in an insane world ain't easy, so find something you enjoy doing and integrate it into your life. Always retain your childlike curiosity, be open-minded, be humble, and make sure to reduce overconfidence and large ego. Ego can be a dangerous thing. Wisdom requires vision and a self-disciplined mind, and since the end result is of utmost importance, the sage and the sensible know to keep their egos in check. You see, ego doesn't keep you warm. Ego doesn't keep you fed. Ego can have many deceptive flavors. So when faced with the choice between being justifiably pessimistic or blindly optimistic, always assume the role of a brutal realist. It is normal to be discontented with some elements of your life and to seek changes. However, redirecting your life's course while abandoning your old ways takes a great deal of courage. But first you must be willing to let go of any idea or attitude which blocks your growth. Look, there are tremendous mental pressures modern civilization imposes on man. But since you are watching this video, you have chosen to live a richer, more fulfilling life and won't end up with a gravestone reading, "Rest in peace. He could tread water with the best of them." Zeb's method is simple. Whatever makes you feel bad, leave it. Whatever makes you smile, keep it. Because the clearest sign of wisdom is continued cheerfulness. It's easy to make yourself rich. Just have few wants. Money never made a man happy, nor will it. You see, it isn't necessarily how much money you make, it is how much you spend that determines how much you have to work. But since humans are playful by nature, consider the merits of working less. You know, there is a life outside of work. This obsessive absorption with work has people sacrificing irreplaceable time for replaceable fiat currency. And in this unbalanced work-life storyline, creativity is often suppressed. This is harmful by virtue of the fact that curiosity is what drives self-learning. Come on, do you really believe that you will be most proud of accumulating additional material possessions or the amount of time spent compulsively working? Instead, just work enough to live satisfactorily, because working less gives you something better than money and things. It gives you time. Your time ought be cherished as an irreplaceable commodity because it cannot be purchased, marketed, or saved. It can only be spent. The key is to spend it wisely.
Injun Joe say, Zeb show wisdom.
Sure, going underground may be discomforting at first. Don't worry about it, because with great pain come great lessons. You have been taught to believe you are powerless to live your life as you see fit. This authoritative pressure is similar to how cults maintain their numbers. Remember how the Manson family members cried when their murderous leader Charles Manson was jailed? But all people are free and capable to determine the trajectory of their lives. In fact, freedom and respect for the individual are rooted in the Old Testament. Zebidiah Funkbutter speaks. Daddy, when I grow up, I want to be a barrister or maybe a car detailer. Bullshit only attracts flies. Come on, man, when a regime steals half your paycheck in the name of the mythical common good, don't be surprised when folks move underground in order to escape the slavery of working for free 6 months out of every year. Oh, and if you can honestly claim that you get 6 months of value back from the services you receive for the taxes, you are a liar. Zeb summarizes. Prior to the fascistic merging of big corpo and big government's demolition of smaller businesses, when working hard used to get you ahead, were good times in America. Nowadays, it is more than understandable that the appeal of work has diminished. One more thing. Did you ever notice that a slight increase costs you $400, while a substantial tax cut saves you $40? And speaking of taxes, a not-so-funny acronym arises when the two words "the" and IRS are combined. It spells theirs.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Every man is the architect of his own destiny. Thanks for hanging in there, gang. I say right on.